When Kevin Keegan and Billy Bremner faced off, it was more than just a football match. It was a grudge match, a fight of insane anger and passion. But how did this happen? What started this sports war? Let's travel back in time and find out. First up, we have with us Kevin Keegan. Born in 1951 in Doncaster, England, Keegan was a forward known for his lightning speed, incredible skill, and goal-scoring abilities. He kicked off his career at Scunthorpe United, but it was his move to Liverpool in 1971 that really put him on the map. At Liverpool, Keegan was a central figure, helping the team win multiple league titles and European trophies. Fans loved him not just for his talent, but for his relentless work ethic and determination. Keegan was always giving it his all on the field, and that's why he was such a fan favourite. Now, let's talk about Billy Bremner. Born in 1942 in Stirling, Scotland, Bremner was a fiery midfielder who spent most of his career at Leeds United. He started there in 1959, and by the late 60s, he was the team captain and a key player. Bremner was known for his aggressive style and fierce determination, earning him respect and fear from opponents. His leadership and combative play were crucial to Leeds' success during that time. Now, if you compare it carefully, Keegan and Bremner's careers took different paths, but led them both to greatness. Keegan's creativity and vision made him a star at Liverpool, while Bremner's gritty style and leadership drove Leeds United to victory. But how did they meet? And how did the controversy begin? Well, their paths first crossed in a big way during the 1974 Charity Shield match, which marked the beginning of their famous rivalry. In 1974, the Charity Shield match between Liverpool and Leeds United, which was supposed to be a friendly start to the English football season, turned into an infamous fight. This clash was started by the intense rivalry between the two teams and the fiery personalities of Kevin Keegan and Billy Bremner. The game was already heated with tension, and in the 60th minute things exploded. Keegan, frustrated by Bremner's rough play and constant teasing throughout the match, finally snapped and threw a punch at the Leeds captain. Bremner immediately punched back, leading to a brief but intense fight before the referee, Bob Matthewson, sent both players off the field. As they walked off, the drama only grew worse. Both Keegan and Bremner took off their jerseys in protest, a defiant act that excited the crowd even more. Keegan was visibly furious and continued to shout as he stormed towards the tunnel, and Bremner followed, being equally angry. The consequences were serious. The Football Association, FA, handed Keegan a 3-match ban and Bremner an 8-match ban, reflecting his role as the instigator. This incident sparked a widespread discussion about player behaviour and how much aggression should be allowed in football. What do you think? Should aggression be allowed? Anyway, the 1974 Charity Shield brawl remains a hot topic in English football history. Some people see it as a reflection of the intense rivalry and tough play of that era, while others criticise it as an example of bad sportsmanship. No matter how you look at it, this event created the reputations of Keegan and Bremner as passionate and sometimes hot-headed players. It also intensified the already fierce rivalry between Liverpool and Leeds United, ensuring that future matches between the two teams would be watched with heightened anticipation and a bit of nervousness. Their rivalry was also because of their very different personalities. Keegan, who is known for his flair and sportsmanship, often clashed with Bremner's rough-and-tumble approach. Bremner's aggressive tactics were worlds apart from Keegan's more refined and skillful play, making their matches explosive. Now let's do it. Well, it all starts with how they played the game. Keegan was all about speed, agility and technical skills. He was always moving, looking for ways to score or set up his teammates. With his quick moves and sharp thinking, defenders had a hard time keeping up with him. But Bremner was a different kind of player. He was tough, always up for a challenge, and known for his physicality. His strong tackles and fierce competitiveness defined his style. This big difference in how they played often led to clashes on the field. Not only this, Kevin Keegan and Billy Bremner were like two boxers in the 1970s football scene, always going at it. Bremner, the tough guy, loved to get under Keegan's skin, who usually stayed cool but wasn't afraid to throw a punch back. Their rivalry wasn't just on the field. They were constantly throwing shade at each other in interviews, keeping fans and the media hooked. Their feud even made the rivalry between their teams, Liverpool and Leeds United, even more intense. Back then, both teams were top dogs in English football, always battling it out for the top spot. Keegan and Bremner became the faces of this rivalry, making matches between their teams super exciting to watch, but their dislike for each other went beyond the games. They were always bickering in the media, which kept the rivalry going and gave newspapers and TV shows something juicy to talk about. Speaking of juicy talks, fans loved it when these two fought their cold and hot wars. I mean, the 70s were already a wild time for so many rivalries and controversies going on, but this one specifically was a fan favourite. No matter how hard these two legends tried, fans would still bring up this topic and discuss it with full zeal and enthusiasm. Now, speaking of their careers, Kevin Keegan and Billy Bremner had a rivalry that really shook up their careers. They pushed each other to be the best they could be, which led to some amazing contributions to their teams. Their matches became legendary, often deciding important games and even entire seasons. This rivalry was a showcase of their incredible skills and intense competitive spirits. Rivalries like the one between Keegan and Bremner are what make football so thrilling. They stir up strong emotions, drama, and those unexpected twists that fans can't get enough of. These rivalries create stories that people talk about for generations, adding to football's rich history. The excitement and buzz around their matches made each game unforgettable. Later in life, Keegan and Bremner looked back on their rivalry with a lot of respect. They realised that their fierce competition came from their love for the game and their desire to win. Even though they were tough opponents on the field, they respected each other's abilities and achievements. Their rivalry was a big part of their careers and helped them grow as players. The rivalry between Keegan and Bremner is a reminder of the passion football can spark. Rivalries like theirs are essential to the sport, bringing out the emotions, drama, and surprises that fans live for. Their competition taught fans the importance of standing up for yourself while also respecting your opponents. It showed that you can compete fiercely and still have respect for each other. Even in the heat of competition, both players had moments of good sportsmanship. Their rivalry showed that you can be very competitive, but still respect your opponent. Their matches taught fans that strong competition and mutual respect can go hand in hand. The rivalry between Keegan and Bremner continues to inspire young footballers today. It shows how far passion and determination can take you. Young players look up to these legends, learning from their dedication, hard work, and the way they handled their rivalry. Their story is a perfect example of how rivalries can drive excellence and inspire greatness. Let us know what you think about them in the comments section below, and don't shy away from giving us more recommendations for upcoming videos. We'd love to hear from you.